Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Wishing you all a very happy and a blessed new year ahead. And in this video, I'm going to share my experience as a first time home buyer in Canada. This is a part 2 video. If you haven't watched my part 1 video, here is a link for you. I would suggest you watch that video prior to this so that you can relate to whatever I'm going to talk in this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family who is planning to buy a house in Canada in next 6 months or 1 year. Whatever the tips I'm going to share might be useful for them. And let's move on to the topic, buying a home in Canada. As I mentioned in my earlier video, buying a house is not at all a straightforward process. So, though it's an exciting one, it can become a stressful one if you haven't planned it well. Let's break down this entire process into 3 simple steps. Step 1, decide what you want. Step 2, know how much you can afford. And step 3, action on it. So, step 1, decide what exactly you want. At the end of this step, you should have a clarity on what exactly you want, in which city you want to buy a house, in which community, or what kind of house you want to buy, whether it's a condo or a semi-detached house or a detached house, whether you want to go for a 5-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, or you want your house to be closer to your office, or you're looking for better schools. So everything matters. You need to prioritize all your likings, and then you will have a better clarity on what exactly you want. So this is about step 1, and I have covered step 1 in detail in part 1 video. So I'm moving on to step 2, which is know how much you can afford. At the end of this step, you will know whether you're financially ready to buy a home in Canada. So for that, we need to do some calculations. So first calculation will be comparing your expenses versus your savings. So list out all your expenses, like your commute expenses or your groceries, your utilities, whatever the expenses you have, list out all those expenses, and also include your loans if there is any, like your auto loan, personal loan, or if there is any other loan back in your home country. List out all your expenses, and this side you list out all your savings, like if you have saved any money so far after moving to Canada, or if you have any savings back in your home country, or any investments like your mutual funds or RDFD or some other house or whatever real estate if you have invested. So list out all your savings this side, and compare these two and see if they are balancing, and if your savings are higher than your expenses, then you're definitely one step closer to your dream. So next calculation is to check how much you can afford for housing from your monthly income. Like I mentioned in my previous video, ownership of a house comes with few additional expenses, like your property tax, and your utilities can go up when compared to rent house, and your home insurance can go up, and if there is any repairs or renovations, unexpected expenses, then you need to check whether all these expenses can be managed within your monthly income. Next calculation is to find out how much you need to save for the upfront cost of your new house. So these upfront costs or closing costs includes your down payment, your notary fee or legal fee, land transfer fee, and moving costs, inspection fee, and if there is any renovations or repairs. So all these costs come under your upfront cost or closing costs. So if you have already decided a budget, then you can use an online calculator and fill in all the details, which will give you the approximate upfront cost, including your utilities, everything. It will show you how much your housing will come up to, so that will give you a fair idea like what you can expect once you buy a house. Next thing to check is your credit score, which is very important in getting your loans approved on time. If you are new to Canada, then get a good credit card and start using it. Make sure you are paying bills on time so that you can maintain a good credit score. So what is a good credit score to get a mortgage loan approved? Usually it will be 750 and above. So if you have 750 and above, it's well and good. If you have 800 and above, it's an excellent score. So just maintain it for a few months so that it will be very easy for you to get your loan approved. So what you can do if you have a low credit score, my few suggestions would be to limit your credit usage to 70% of your credit limit. Don't go beyond that, even though you're paying on time limit. And if you're using too many credit cards, try to cancel few and use 2 or 3 credit cards limit to that. Don't go beyond that. And again, pay bills on time, so don't miss out. So these are the 3 important tips that I would say to get a good credit score and improve it and maintain it for a longer time. And next, another important tip that I would like to share is about credit report. So get a credit report from Equifax or TransUnion and verify your personal informations. Sometimes what happens, this credit report can get messed up, so which will create an issue while applying for a mortgage loan. So better you get a report in advance and try to verify all these informations. If there is any discrepancy, try to raise it immediately and get it rectified. This process might take at least 3 weeks to 4 weeks, so try to get it rectified and resolved well in advance, so that it will not create any issue while you apply for your loan. Again, what if you feel you are not ready to buy a home, or you don't have any savings to pay your down payment? Nothing to worry, just start your savings right now. So it's time. Just look out for options. There are a lot of options available, like a tax-free savings account or RRSP or short-term mutual funds. Whatever the options you choose, make saving part of your monthly budget and start saving for your down payment. And I would also advise you to book an appointment with a financial advisor in your bank and talk to them and tell your budget, provide your monthly income and your monthly expenses details. They will calculate and tell you like how much you can afford, how much loan you are eligible for, and all those details they will share. And also, they will also share the different savings options that are available, so that you can make use of it. This is the end of part 2 video. If you like the content, please don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.